Hello, Steve White, Trick Way 89 for Steve Arts 89. I think I'm losing my voice or something. I saw a video, Doomcock's video. Yeah, I shouldn't be watching him, but I still do. He's entertaining. Apparently, CBS, their stocks are down like 50%. This is really bad. CBS and Discovery, I don't know the relationship between Discovery Channel and CBSVIACOM. I don't know what that is. But I know what it is. I don't know what the relationship between them is. But they're being referred to together. And apparently they've had a huge stock drop and they've lost 50% of their value. And I'm like, okay, stocks go up and down. This necessarily isn't like the end of everything. And the question was raised, how will this affect the productions of Strange New Worlds and the other Star Trek shows? Because if they literally have less money, will they invest it in things that don't make money for them, like Star Trek Discovery and Picard? Strange New Worlds, I'm hoping Strange New Worlds is good, it does well, and they just slowly, phase out Discovery and Picard and that universe and just focus on a more original sort of universe version of the Prime Universe for Strange New Worlds, and that show manages to survive and go on and actually be a Star Trek-like Star Trek show, because the last, like Picard and Discovery, are not Star Trek at all. And I do have some hope for Strange New Worlds, that they might actually tell science fiction stories, and they might actually base a lot of their stories and their science on real science, and they'll actually be optimistic, and that the world will actually be utopian, that the characters won't be racist, and they won't be speciesist, and they won't have just soap opera drama instead of actual ongoing soap opera drama scenes, instead of actual storytelling. Actually have stories with beginning, middles, ends, themes, resolutions, things that actually we sort of miss in Star Trek, because now all we get is just ongoing melodrama. It's like they just find a scene or a theme and just stretch it out for a whole episode, and that's supposedly a part of an overall story, when most of the time they're not. They're just unrelated, and then they just sort of end up having to wrap up the whole season in like 1 or 2 episodes at the end quickly, because they've just waffled on for episode and episode after episode after episode, just being melodramatic and just going nowhere, and not being connected properly, and it's just been a mess. And I really, 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 really am hopeful that Strange New Worlds won't be this, because they will be of the mind and of the thinking of, we need to make this successful, we need to make this something fans can appreciate and actually get behind, because we need money, we need success. We can't keep making things for social justice causes and see that as more important than actual profit. Because although there is the whole issue of, if you target the right, you'll make money, because there's a lot of them and they're coordinated, but there's a moral issue with that. You target the left, they're smaller, they're not as connected, they certainly communicate differently, where they are very much, you do the smallest thing and you're on the outside, so it's a different sort of audience, and you're not going to get the same sort of money. That's why the whole go broke sort of thing exists, because it's kind of true. If you focus just on the left, you won't get enough support, because they're not as coordinated. They are always fighting amongst themselves about what is woke or what isn't woke, or what should be supported and promoted at the time and what should be cancelled. And the right, they're very, very coordinated, and they're bigger. And if you focus on them, you'll earn more money, but is that the right thing to do? What they need to do is create shows that speak to both sides, that are objective, that, like Star Trek used to be, a humanist show where it gave you both sides of an argument and you were encouraged to think for yourself, instead of preaching and telling you the left version, which then alienates the right, and the left still, half of them don't agree with it anyway and fight amongst themselves. So you achieve nothing doing that. You need to be in the middle. You need to have an objective point of view where you see both sides, and people are allowed to make up their own minds and come to the show with an open mind and enjoy it, rather than, coming to it with the expectation that they're going to have their side catered to, and the other side is going to feel like they're going to be preached at. Because that doesn't win, it doesn't work. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this is going to affect the shows, if it's just a little fluctuation, or if it's more of a sign of what's coming, because there isn't a lot of faith in their streaming service because of what they've been doing, where they've just been catering to political ideologies and not actually focusing on just entertaining shows. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a real thing, if it's a big issue, if it's something serious, or if it's just something Doomcock was jumping on because he was having a slow day. But it was definitely interesting enough to make me think, and I'm now wondering where it's going to go. So I'll pay a bit of attention to that. But that's it. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go and focus on other things.